What's up, people? You're watching a clip from the WRESTHINGS podcast. Make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review. By the Mandem, for the Mandem. To Lloyd's question about Takeshita, where would we want to see Takeshita? I think he should have won the international title by now. Like, even when they signed him off the back of his excursion there and stuff, like, very similarly to how Okada returned to New Japan after excursion, and they basically made him world champion very soon after that. He could have won the international title in AEW, still gone back to DDT or wherever and defended it. Like, I just think we're facing that issue with AEW where, again, I guess it's a good problem to have. They're growing so quickly. They're attracting so many new top-level stars that the ones that are there are just getting pushed down and down and down and down. And it's like,
I think Takeshi's problem is follow-up because it's not even because, okay, you beat Kenny Omega technically twice. And then there's no follow-up. I feel like for me, it's not even about putting belts on him. It's just about following up.
Yeah. Strike when the iron's hot.
Yeah, just following up. Just put, like, you could literally have, I feel like, obviously belts are like the most obvious solution, but you could have Takeshita on TV consistently. Yeah. Because we remember, MJF has always been hot. MJF didn't win a title until his like third year? But he was always him. Yeah. Without the belt, he was always him. Yeah. Because why? We saw MJF on TV every week doing whatever. Takeshita needs to be the same.
He's put in like good feuds as well.
Yeah. For me, it's not even a situation of, obviously a belt would help. A belt's not wrong. But just, for example, even the match had against Darby Allin, Spliff Darby Allin. Darby Allin's a credible guy, but what happened after? Yeah. Nothing much. And then Darby Allin ended up main event in Revolution after that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like with Takeshita, like, it's like one step forward and he'll stay there. So even a step back, he'll just stay there. And then a step forward and just stay there. Yeah. And then a step forward and just stay there. It's like...
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
So I was going to say, is that not a problem that a lot of wrestlers in AEW have? For example, we saw what one of the points that we spoke about last week about Ricky Stark saying how there's never a follow-up of stuff he's had. For example, he had a match with Bryan Danielson, there wasn't a follow-up. The match with CM Punk, there wasn't a follow-up. There's a lot of wrestlers having that problem. Is that an AEW problem?
AEW, in my opinion, if they gut their roster and just keep like enough people, they would be fantastic.
Oh, of course,
just the amount of showcase opportunities then people will have to do what they say they're the best at, which they are in terms of just wrestling. But they've just got too many guys, too many really good guys that we're here worried about that we're not seeing enough of.
There's a way around this sort of stuff. For example, like number one contender matches, tournaments will help. I mean for any belt. For example, the Young Bucks have got this tag team box. Apparently for how many days? 70 days. People are upset by it. Throw a tag team match. Throw a tag team tournament. Cool. The winner of the thing gets to fight royalty because we are the EVPs. No one can touch us. Who's gonna win this? And you see all the guys backstage.
The problem with that is that the tournament. I love tournaments. Tournaments buy you time, but they don't solve the fundamental issue. Because what man will have, like, let's say here Takeshita has a mad Continental Classic. He wins. He goes for the title. He loses. We're back at square one again.
I believe he has to win that then to fix it.
Nah.
Am I lying?
Okay. I think at this point in time, I feel like if Takeshita is to go for a title,
he has to win.
He has to win it.
Yeah.
I feel like what the problem is, and like you said, he has to be constantly on TV. The problem, why I wouldn't compare him to maybe like an MJF who's always been hot, is MJF's strength week to week has been his promos. Yeah. With Takeshita, that's not his strength. But the best way to remedy Takeshita is give him a title belt where you're giving him incentive to be on TV every single week, as opposed to because Takeshita was even complaining, I'm giving my all every single time when I'm in the ring, but it's to no avail. There's no follow up with it. But if like the international title, not to be rude, we've had 2 white American wrestlers with that belt. Really and truly, I'm happy with Orange Cassidy's reign. Moxley, I don't really care for. This is a belt that could have easily been Takeshita's domain. Yeah. He could have been in DDT or doing stuff for UJPW or even in the UK or wherever he is, just defending this belt. But
Takeshita like won our love by just wrestling. Losing, in fact. Having great matches and losing to Hangman. Losing to Eddie, all these Claudio, people. We weren't even getting him winning. We were so happy with Takeshita and what we're getting from him. Like, just put a belt on him and let him wrestle. Adam Copeland was out here doing an open challenge. So why can't Takeshita? Like,
Yeah, I
just
think
simple as
he
that,
generally
like.
should have won this TNT belt. I
Yeah.
feel like this. But obviously they're doing it with Jack Perry, which is not. I'm not going to complain about that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I think it was.
Yeah.
it's-
But I just think
it's inevitable, it's fine.
Takeshita just needs to like. He's too like Takeshita is literally like for me one of like if you put top 10 wrestlers in the world, he's there for me. Like so, yeah, man.
What's up, people? You're watching a clip from the Rest Things podcast. Make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review. By the Mandem, for the Mandem.